Take a look at these sentences. Jones said that social media is damaging for children. Jones shows that social media is damaging for children. Jones suggests that social media is damaging for children. They all kind of look the same. In fact, only one word has changed, but that one word can change the whole meaning of the sentence. Welcome to the world of attributive verbs. All three of those sentences would be very acceptable ways to introduce Jones's ideas. The first is rather dull. It's very neutral, and it shows nothing of what you think about Jones's idea. The second example is a really strong sentence. Here, the reader will think that you find Jones's argument persuasive. Writing that someone shows something tells the reader that you think that their claim or idea is correct and that there's enough evidence to support it. In the third sentence, the word suggests tells the reader that you think the claim or idea might be wrong. You aren't saying that it is wrong, just that it's still open for debate. If you wanted to distance yourself even further, while again not specifically saying that the writer is wrong, you could put, Jones seems to think that social media is damaging for children. Those are some quite big differences, and that's what makes attributive verbs very powerful indeed. Attributive verbs at their simplest signal that you, the writer, is quoting, paraphrasing or referring to another source. Says is the most common and boring attributive verb, and there are so many that you could use, and they all have their special meanings. Let's have a look at some more examples. Jones asserts that social media is damaging for children. That is, they make a forceful statement but may not offer much evidence, or at least you don't find that evidence persuasive. Jones concludes that social media is damaging for children. Here we're saying that Jones has offered up a lot of clear evidence to reach their conclusion. Again, you don't have to agree, but you're acknowledging that there's a lot of evidence. Jones points out that social media is damaging for children. Here, in this case, you're suggesting that you think what Jones is saying is correct, and you're also expecting your readers will agree with you. Attributive verbs are one of your most powerful tools to position yourself in your research and your writing. But you must be careful. These words are fantastic because they all have very specific meanings. However, that can also get you into trouble if you're not sure what those meanings are. If you aren't sure, use a dictionary to check before you use a word. I've also included a link to a list of attributive verbs below for you to try and use, but do be warned, some verbs require special sentence structures. For example, accounts for must always be followed by a noun. There are actually more than 300 attributive verbs in English, so there are plenty of exciting ways to introduce ideas in your work, but you have to select the one that shows what you really think about what you've read. These verbs are your best friend in showing your opinion in your essays, without getting into trouble for using sentences that start with the words, I think.